Chapter 9, Adding More Game Elements, Spring, Moving Platforms, AI, and more. After all, a typical game will involve plenty of difficult obstacles, hazards, and power ups. So, a typical game will involve obstacles, then hazards, that means different elements, each of which will normally create unique gameplay challenges and fun encounters. So, this involves unique gameplay elements. So, and fun encounter, that means it increases the involvement of the player in that game. Sonic has springs, rings, posts, badniks, spike pits, jazz emeralds, and loop de loops. So in this Sonic game, we have these kind of elements. Now Mario has mushrooms, bullet bills, ghosts, question mark boxes, and Yoshis. So Mario has this kind of stuff. Now Super Meat Boy has portals, giant stars, missiles, and piles of used needles. So these are examples of different games. It is time for you to get creative and to start introducing more elements into your own game. And the best part, creating these challenges is almost as much fun as getting to play through them later on. So that means these are interesting characters in game. Now springs. The first game object we are going to create is the spring or bounce pad. Arguably popularized by Sonic the Hedgehog, the spring is now a common trope in the platformers, used as means of propelling the player up a level. So spring is one of the game objects. Take a look around the Unity ID and you may find something that looks like it will do the job. You can add a Bouncy property to the physics material 2D. Unfortunately, that is not what we are looking for because this will make the ground act a lot more like an actual bouncy surface. So Bouncy is a script. Next you are going to create a spring script and add the following code. Now this is script for bounciness. So this is code public class spring mono behavior private player. Use this for initialization. Now void start player is equal to find object of type player. Update is called once per frame. Now void update void on collision enter 2D collision 2D other. If other dot game object dot tag is equal to player dot super jump. As you may have already guessed, you are going to add the super jump method to your player script. Public void super jump rb.velocity is equal to new vector 2 rb.velocity.x jump power into 2. Of course, remember to add new spring script to your game object and make it a prefab, the usual stuff. Now when you touch the spring, Kevin is going to be launched up into air at twice the height he can normally jump.